is. But let's talk about it. Let's talk about our first movie on the dais, the one we love, the one that revitalized. We talked about it before. It really was the hard start to the golden era of slasher movies in the
Absolutely.
70s, starting 78.
Got it going.
And it revitalized horror movies again in 2018 when the franchise was all but dead. But Michael Myers, man, what a fear, what a force of nature that he was in those movies. Fantastic.
Absolutely. And the thing I like most about it is that Michael Myers, while there is like a lore, a mythos, a legend behind him, at the end of the day, he's just a regular guy. Sure, he's built pretty big. Sure, he can take getting beat up and shot and set on fire and his head cut off and every other thing that happens to him through this ridiculous franchise that has like 4 awesome movies and then the rest are crap.
He beat the fuck out of Busta Rhymes.
But Busta Rhymes kicked his ass at the end, man.
You want to be on Dangertainment?
And look, man, Busta Rhymes did his Bruce Lee shit, and I was cool with that because it was entertaining. Because the thing I liked about that movie the most was when Kevin from American Pie got the knife in his head. That was the best part of that whole entire movie, right there.
That wasn't just entertainment. That was Dangertainment.
Dangertainment, yes.
Dangertainment.
But Michael Myers is still a regular human, okay? He doesn't have any supernatural powers. He's not some like created thing.
Hands on the movie.
He didn't get like shocked by lightning and like get blended into someone's body. There was no voodoo seance that did some shit. Look, he was a fucked up guy that had a fucked up childhood. He killed a bunch of people. They locked him away, and then he broke out and he killed a bunch of more people. He's just a regular guy, and that's why I love Halloween, man. He's a regular guy.
I'm going to defer to Ryan for my answer because I feel like he's seen some of the same movies I have. Ryan?
It takes me back to my childhood because I remember watching Halloween and Halloween 2 back to back on like ABC Halloween movie night.
And getting scared shitless as a kid.
I remember even as a child, I was so confused that he got up after like the first movie, after he's like fallen and like all of these things. He got up and then he goes. And then Halloween 2 is one of the best sequels. I just want to point out, Halloween 2 is one of the best sequels of all time because it picks up right at the end of Halloween 2, at Halloween 1. And I'm just like, dude, there's no way he can be a man. I was like, Mom, is he a monster? And she's like, yes, he's a monster. And I was like, I kind of agree with that. But is he a monster of a man? I feel like there is some paranormal shit going on with Michael Myers. And I will leave it at that because everything he survives it's impossible. It's entirely not possible.
Is it though? Is it really impossible?
I did my research last night. I watched the producer cut of The Curse of Michael Myers.
Oh God, that's the worst one, Jesse. That's gotta be the worst one.
I'm not saying it's amazing, but it explains the paranormal shit and the disturbing fact that he knocked up his niece to have a baby, which is so weird.
But here, and I don't mean to cut you off, but here's what we have to understand. This franchise fractured 4 different times, and there's all these alternate timelines and ideas going on. When I talk about this, I am talking about Halloween 1, 2, H2O, and then
Resurrection,
the Busta Rhymes one, because those were the main ones that followed the Laurie Strode storyline. Now, they did that weird like retcon, and they brought back the Laurie timeline, which then takes away the Busta Rhymes movie because she died in that one. So that one goes away. I think Halloween H2O still happened, but I'm not sure. All the ones with that girl that ended up being on Roseanne with the neighbor that Darlene hated when she was younger, those don't even fucking count. Those movies made no sense in the first place. And they were really shitty, horrible mask, just bad movies, not good at all. But then these like 30-year later, 40-year later sequel film came out, and they're doing another one for some reason. And I don't know why, because look, and I've got some other friends that are huge Halloween fans. My buddy Michael Norris down in Florida is a massive Halloween fan. He loved the Retcon. I fucking hated it. I could barely get through it because everything that made Halloween so good was absolutely ruined in that Retcon film. They show Michael Myers way too much. They give him too much screen time. They fucked up all the cool camera angles that Carpenter originally did that created the suspense and the mystery and the scariness of Michael Myers. There was way too much interaction between him and Jamie Lee Curtis to where I didn't even want to finish it. I mean, I finished it because I had to, because I finished films, but it was awful. And I know I'm in the minority because I've talked to plenty of people about this. And for me, being such a fan of Michael Myers, of the character himself, to me, that Retcon film really butchered it even more. I would have just preferred them to just fucking leave it alone and not make any more, period. After what? The last one was the Busta Rhymes one, right? That was the last one before the Retcon, right?
Be after the remakes. Yeah, essentially.
So, I mean, I would have been fine with them just stopping there because you know what? At the end of the day, we could just watch the original one. I have it on DVD. I have it on Blu-ray. I bought it virtually. I have it on my phone. Like, so anywhere I am, I can fucking watch the movie.
But what's Ryan think? Because Ryan is the only one between the both of us that's cradling Michael right now. So I think it's very fair to hear what Ryan has to say.
Not careful.
As far as I'm concerned, I'm actually not sure what the term that you're using is. What does that mean? Retcon. What is that?
Retcon means that you take what came before it and you get rid of it as if it never happened. And then it's what they did with Terminator with Dark Fate. Right, and if Dark Fate was a good movie, it would have been cool, but it was a piece of shit. So it's like, why did you do this?
Right. I mean, it comes down to a money thing. We know why they did it.
Well, Charles just dropped a comment that said just that. So, right on the money, Charles. Right on the money.
It really, because we all know why these things happen. And every franchise we talk about tonight has the exact same thing in common, and that is the money element. Because nothing gets better and nothing progresses for the best. Everything digresses. Thank you, Nigel. Yeah, thank you, Nigel.
Nigel's comment. Holy shit, man.
Dude.
There it is. He's showing us all the Captain Picard skirted egg. Ryan, do a full rotation of your head. Let's see it. There it is. Oh,
there it is.
The skirted egg. Look how good it is. And Ryan is under 40 years old, ladies and gentlemen. So let that sink in for a minute.
Count your blessings, children.
Count your blessings. That's why I wear a bandana. I'm bald in the front now.
Now, we have to move on to the next movie, but before we go forth with this, what is your favorite of the Halloween movies? What is your favorite film of the franchise, Ryan?
Halloween 2.
Halloween 2. Why?
Halloween 2, and it's because it has one of the most, in my opinion, one of the most gruesome kills with the hammer. Gruesome kills in cinematic history, and it's just there's no sound. It's just like a thud.
Yeah,
that's it. And it's like, we're good. That was the most realistic, horrifying thing ever. Yeah, that's my favorite one.
Okay, let's hear from you, John.
Both the original John Carpenter and the first Rob Zombie. Two-way tie for number one. Can't break the tie, so I got to list both of them.
Nice. Two-way tie with the original John Carpenter and the 40 years later.
Okay, that's fine. Everyone's allowed to have their own opinion. That's fine.
Nigel just threw his in H2O because of Busta Rhymes.
Doing his Bruce Lee thing, Nigel. Like, you're not wrong, man. And he kicked his ass into those wires and he got all shocked. Remember that?
And he does that jump reverse kick. I was like, yes!
But do you think they were going to have Busta Rhymes in a movie and then kill him off? Come on.
Yeah. Hold on one second. One more comment from Nigel. Nigel's just starting shit today.
Yeah, he is.
Just starting it. He's just starting it right now. All right, let's jump on to our next.
Floor's dirty.